CPM പാർട്ടി കോൺഗ്രസ് വേദി സമ്മേളനം ഉദ്ഘാടനം ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് പ്രകാശ് കാരാട്ട് സംസാരിക്കും.
A political tactical line which will set the direction for the party's political work. For this, it is necessary to have an accurate grasp of the essence of the political situation today, the class nature of the government and the ruling party, and the balance of class forces that exist. This exercise at times can be a complex one. However, at the present moment, it is relatively simple. Just ask three questions. Firstly, who claims to be the friend of Donald Trump? Second, who is the close friend of Gautam Adani and Mukesh Ambani? And third, who owes total loyalty to the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh? The answer to all these three questions is the same: Narendra Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his government represent the Hindutva corporate nexus that is closely allied to US imperialism. It is the BJP, RSS and the Hindutva corporate nexus underpinning it that needs to be fought and defeated. From coming to such an easy conclusion, a more complex question arises of how to fight the BJP, RSS combined effectively so as to isolate them and reverse the rightward shift. As Marxists, we know that no political domination that is exercised today by the Hindutva forces is through electoral means alone. This is a dominance acquired through the influence of the Hindutva forces that they exercise in the ideological, cultural and social spheres. This is a dominance enforced through authoritarian attacks on democracy and the Constitution. The political tactical line that we adopt in this Congress should take into account the waging of a multifaceted struggle against the BJP, RSS and the Hindutva forces. The party and the left have been conducting many struggles in defense of the people's livelihood and against the onslaughts of the neoliberal policies. But the masses who have mobilized in these struggles will be politicized only if there is a vigorous campaign amongst them against the reactionary and divisive Hindutva communalism. What is called for is the integration of the struggle against Hindutva communalism and the struggle against neoliberal policies. At this juncture, when we strive for the broadest mobilization of all secular forces against the BJP, it must be borne in mind that it is the left alone which is the consistent force which can firmly and uncompromisingly fight all manifestations of Hindutva and majoritarian communalism precisely because of our uncompromising stand on neoliberal policies. The Modi government in its third term is going ahead with the RSS-driven Hindutva agenda, aggressive neoliberal policies and reinforcing authoritarianism. In this process, it is displaying Neofascist characteristics. Implementing the fascistic agenda of the RSS entails the constant targeting of the Muslim minority. They are marked for persecution through communal violence perpetrated by the Hindutva outfits, aided and abetted by the state machinery in the BJP-ruled states. This state of perennial violence and intimidation directed against the Muslim community is part of the drive to create a permanent communal divide and to effect a pan-Hindutva consolidation. The Modi government has become a byword for crony capitalism. It seeks to privatize new sectors and provide new areas for profit maximization for the big monopolies. As a result, we are seeing unprecedented inequality, with the top 1% of the population owning 40% of the total wealth of the country. There are high levels of unemployment, particularly among youth, increased exploitation of labor through contractualization and informalization, and the fall in the share of wages in the net value added in the industrial sector. The condition of farmers and agricultural workers have also worsened due to the worsening agrarian crisis. The coming period will see an intensification of the class and mass struggles of the working people, and we must be prepared to give a political direction to these struggles. The government is going ahead with the implementation of the 4 labor codes which curtail the rights of workers. These anti-working class laws have to be fought.